everybody, it's Miss Debbie, and I have two special things to talk to you about today. We're going to talk about spring, and we're going to talk about St. Patrick's Day. But first, we need to sing our song. I have my auto harp here, so if you're ready, here we go. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Good job, guys. I hope you sang along with me. Let me put down my auto harp. Okay. Well, like I said, we're going to talk about two things that are happening about this time of year. We're going to talk about spring, and we're going to talk about St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day is March 17th, and spring is March 20th. So 2 times in March we have something to celebrate. I'm so happy when spring comes. By the time March comes around, I'm ready for the winter to be gone. There's some things that looks different in the springtime than we saw in winter. Let's see. Look at these trees. In the wintertime, the trees didn't have any leaves on them. They were pretty bare looking, but in the spring, look at all the flowers that are growing in the blossoms on this tree. That's always pretty to see. Also, in the wintertime, the grass looks different sometimes. Sometimes the grass gets all brown. But in the springtime, it starts to get that pretty green again. Ooh, and what are these? It's a flower. And look, it's showing how the flower grows. In the ground, put the seed in there. And it starts to grow, and it gets bigger, and it gets bigger. Look, a blossom's starting to there's a bud on there. Yep, it's getting bigger until finally it opens up and it blooms. What color is this flower? Is it pink? It is pink. But one of the other things we see in the springtime are birds. Birds start coming back, and they'll build nests, and in that nest they'll lay eggs, and the babies will start hatching out those eggs. I love hearing and seeing all the birds start coming back in springtime and having all kinds of fun. Well, I have some friends here to tell us a little bit about spring. So let me get them ready. I have Big Bunny, and I have Little Bunny. What color is Little Bunny? Is he white? And Big Bunny is brown, except for, look at his tail. He's got some white on his tail. That's pretty cute, Big Bunny. Thank you. Well, they're going to tell us a little bit about spring. So, they're going to sing a little song, and it's not too hard to learn. So, as we go along, if you want to sing along with us, that would be really good. Okay. Well, Little Bunny, time to wake up. Whoop. Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Big Bunny. How are you today? I'm great. The sun's shining, and it's nice and warm outside. You're right. It is nice and warm outside. It was cold just a few days ago, but it's warm because it's starting to be spring. How do you know it's spring? Well, because in the spring the sun does shine, the sun does shine, the sun does shine. In the spring the sun does shine, that's how we know it's spring. How else do we know that it's spring, Big Bunny? Well, In the spring the rain does fall, the rain does fall, the rain does fall. In the spring the rain does fall, that's how we know it's spring. Ooh, so in the spring we get lots of sunshine and lots of rain? Is there any other way we know that spring's here? Yes. Have you seen all those pretty flowers? Oh, yes. I've seen the flowers starting to bloom. I love seeing the pretty flowers. Well, in the spring the flowers grow, the flowers grow, the flowers grow. In the spring the flowers grow, that's how we know it's spring. Well, is there anything else? Yes, the birds start coming back in spring. Have you heard the birds? Ooh, I've heard and I've seen the birds. Well, the birds start to build nests in the spring. They do. In the spring the birds build nests, the birds build nests, the birds build nests. In the spring the birds build nests, that's how we know it's spring. Oh, I've thought of a way we know it's spring. In the spring, the animals that have been hibernating or sleeping through the winter wake up. The squirrels wake up, the bunnies wake up, and the bears wake up too. Oh no. Okay guys, I'm going to need your help for part of this. What noise does a bear make? Do you know? Okay. A bear, do it with me. A bear goes roar. So, when I count to 3, I need you guys to roar with me, okay? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Roar! Oh no, it's a bear! Oh, we better go and hide. Bye. And the bunnies ran off. Right when Mr. Bear came out. Oh my goodness, he said, oh, I have just been sleeping such a long time, but it's getting warm out. It looks like it's been raining. It looks like the birds are building their nests. I think it's spring. But I thought there were some bunnies here. Where'd they go? I'm ready to play. Oh, bunny. So, in the spring, all different kinds of things happen, don't they? I hope Mr. Bear found the bunnies and let him know he wanted to play with them. I have a rhyme I'd like you to do with me, and it's about the spring, and it goes like this. During the spring, it often showers. Make the rain come down. Or the sun will shine for many hours. Make your sun. Both are good, this I know, to make the flowers grow and grow. Grow your flower. Okay, let's try that again. Are you ready? All right, get your fingers ready. Here we go. During the spring, it often showers. And the sun comes out for many hours. Both are good, this I know, to make the flowers. Put one hand here and make your flower in the other hand. Move them up, grow, and then turn it, grow when it's bloom. Good job. Very good. I like seeing the flowers come in spring. I can't wait to see them start blooming again. Now, the other thing that's fun in spring is when the birds start coming back in spring. And every spring, you start seeing the birds come back. And when they come back, a mama bird and a daddy bird start getting pretty busy building a nest. They start gathering all kinds of twigs and grass and leaves until they make a nest. Now, I don't know how they know how to do it because I don't think anybody ever tells them how to do it, but they do know how to make a nest. And the different birds have different types of nests that they make. Well, this bird made a nest, and before long, in their nest was an egg. Well, if there's an egg in the nest, what will a mama bird do? She'd sit on that egg. So Mama sat in the nest on that egg to keep it nice and warm. While she was doing that, Daddy Bird was still there. Daddy Bird would help protect them. He'd bring some food for Mama Bird, and I think maybe he might even have sat on that egg for some time. But I think Mama does it the most time. And Mama sits because that egg needs to stay warm. And Mama starts getting a little bit bored sitting on that egg all the time. So one day, when a little bug flies up and lands on the nest next to her, Mama's kind of happy. She's got someone else to talk to. So Mom and the little bug talk. And they talk until one day that egg begins to move. And it begins to shake. And it rolls around the nest, and Mom and Dad can't wait. They're watching this egg until finally they see a little crack, and they hear a little beep, 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 beep noise. And all of a sudden, out of that egg pops a baby bird. Let's make his beak a little better. There we go. A baby bird. And that baby bird is so cute. Mom and Dad bird are so happy. And they take very good care of that baby bird. They feed it. They teach it to fly till one day it knows how to fly, and it flies all the way to be on its own, to start its own family one day. Remember when we talked about earlier there was 2 special times that happen in the month of March? Well, the second one is St. Patrick's Day. As you can see, I've got my green necklace on. And during the month of March, around the 17th, you might see some decorations that are green. You might see a green shamrock for St. Patrick's Day. And you also might see pictures of a little man all dressed in green. This is a leprechaun. And leprechauns can be a little mischievous, and they like to play tricks. But one of the cool things are they have a pot of gold that they like to hide at the end of a rainbow. Well, I have a story about a little girl. And this little girl was walking along the forest. And under a tree, she saw a little man dressed in green, sound asleep. Well, she went over to that man, and she woke him up. Well, that man was not super happy about being woke up. He was a little bit grumpy, and he said, "Why are you waking me up?" And she said, "Well, I was looking for someone to play with and be my friend." And he said, "Well, you look like a nice little girl. You have such a pretty smile that I'll play with you. I'll be your friend. But first, I have something to give to you." And he handed her something from his pocket. And she opened it up, and she saw a beautiful flower. And this flower had leaves shaped like hearts. The little girl loved it. And the little man said, well, this is a 4-leaf clover. And I hope that you have a lot of luck with this. The little girl was very happy, and she took that 4-leaf clover and she put it in her pocket and she kept it for a long, long time. And they became very good friends. Well, that little man in the forest was a leprechaun. And I have my friend Liam, the leprechaun, here with me today. Can you wave, everybody? Hi, everybody. Well, we have a song about Liam that I want to sing to you. And it goes like this. I'm a little leprechaun dressed in green, the tiniest man that you've ever seen. If you ever catch me, it is told, I'll give you my pot of gold. Liam, do you have a pot of gold? He does. Oh, and I caught him. So I think I would get some gold. What do you think, Liam? Yes? Okay. Do you see where his pot of gold might be? Here in the room? Because I've got to find it. Let's look around. Oh, my goodness. Where could it go? There it is. Look. A rainbow and a pot of gold. Liam, is that your pot of gold? Oh, well, thank you for wanting to share some of it with me. That's very nice. Maybe if you could catch a leprechaun, you could see if he has some gold to share with you too. There's some fun things that you can make around St. Patrick's Day for St. Patrick's Day. If you see in the back, I made a different color shamrocks, like rainbow colors, for a decoration. Or you can make a chain like that. And put a pot of gold at the end and make the chain the color of the rainbow. You can also do food things that are for St. Patrick's Day. This is, what are these? Pancakes, green pancakes. Just put some green food coloring in. Or you can make some green spaghetti. I don't know how appetizing it looks, but I think it would taste just fine. You can make some hats. We'll put the website on with the recipe to make this if you'd like to do some shamrock. Put shamrocks on some hats. I think those are marshmallows, and those are the fudge stripe cookies. And some icing. So, but I want to make with you today this shamrock hat. That looks like a leprechaun's hat, doesn't it? Where are you, Liam? Here you are. Look, there's his hat. And there's this hat. Looks just like your hat, Liam. Okay, well, what you need is some green gelatin in a cup. Because if you look at the hat, we're going to turn it upside down. So I'm going to turn it upside down here. I've got some green construction paper that I'm going to cut out a green circle for the brim of the hat. Okay, so we'll put that underneath to make the brim of the hat. I think I'm going to fold it up a little bit to give it a little bit of that. Make it stick up a little bit some. Okay, now glue dots. If you don't have any glue dots, it's a good thing to have on hand because they come in very handy. Glue sticks are good too, but glue dots sometimes really work very well. So I'm going to stick a glue dot right here, and I'm going to pull it off. And I'm going to stick it right in the middle of my paper for my hat. Okay, well, I've got the brim on my hat. I need to put some decorations, which I have a piece of black construction paper that I'm just going to cut a strip from. And this is going to go around here. I've already made one that I've put some Scotch tape to keep it together. That'll fit right around the bottom of the hat. And the other thing is some gold buckle. Now I was lucky enough, I do have gold chenille. And I bent it into a square, or more like a little, maybe more rectangular, till it came to this shape. And I cut it off. And I'm going to use my glue dot again, because I love my glue dots. And we will attach it to, let's see, I'm going to put it on here first, because I think that'll work better. So let's take the plastic off. There we go. And then I'm going to take my little thing, buckle. I'm going to stick it right on the glue dot. And I do have a decoration that I could put there too if I wanted to. And that is my Leprechaun's hat. Like I said, we will have the website for you to go on if you want to make your own at home. Because it's a lot of fun to decorate things for St. Patrick's Day. I want to tell you guys today about an app that you can download. It's called Libby. And Libby is used for borrowing digital books and audiobooks from the library. You will be able to download it on your tablets, on your phones, on your computers. And then once you've downloaded it, then you can search for Mason Public Library. You can find what kind of books or audiobooks are available. And with a valid library card, you can check them out. And you would not even have to worry about when to return them, because they will automatically be returned when the borrowing time is over. I like audiobooks, so I use it for audiobooks all the time. My daughter likes to read, and she might even read on her little iPhone. But I find that the audiobooks I can listen to in the car or when I'm out walking. So if you haven't tried this yet, go ahead and download Libby, and then look and see what wonderful things the library has for you to check out and borrow. Well, I'm glad you joined me today. I had a lot of fun talking about spring and St. Patrick's Day, and I can't wait until I see all those flowers blooming and hear the birds singing. That is always a fun time of the year for me. Before we go, though, we need to sing our song. So if you know the words, sing along. Here we go. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Good job, guys. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.